think people are not anti-God right now. I think whenever I talk to people, they desperately are open, but they just don't want to be us, as they know us. They can't seem to find Jesus when they look at us. But it seems like across the board, when it gets down to conversations in the hallway after training events, it seems like there's a prolific sense of, what do we do when we go? How do we live? How do we act with people? How do we talk? And I find that it seems overwhelming that most pastors even don't feel like they know how to relate with the world. And so it puts us in a bit of a pickle if we all go, and then when we get there, we don't know what to do. People get disoriented. People don't follow Christ. They don't go to church. They don't move towards us. I think mostly because somewhere along the way they got disoriented, kind of put on their heels by what they see, sometimes what they see on TV, mostly by what they ran into in a way of Christianity we call evangelicalism. And strangely enough, although they were deeply drawn to Jesus, they seemed to be repelled by our way of life or some of the unconscious aromas that we put off to them. And they get disoriented. The world that Jesus jumped into was exactly the same. So the world to which he jumped into, we call that the incarnation, and why he jumped in was because he knew that people could not separate the new story that he was going to tell about this new kingdom. And this new king, this idea of the Messiah now coming. They would not be able to separate and pull that away from the dogma of the law of Moses. I wonder what would happen if we got sacrilegious with Scripture. I wonder if we'd stop making disciples of Scripture and start making disciples of Jesus. If that might not change something.